Hello creatives, welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth and I am at the gallery today for the Zodiac series. This reading is for Capricorn, whose correlating major arcana card is the Devil. This is the artist card, here to represent you as the open vessel, ready to receive whatever source can draw from the well of infinite creativity. So Capricorn, this reading is all about the autumn solstice and gratitude. So we are going to start with this first row with the archetype cards and ask the question, in what area of life is my fullest creative vibration at this time? In the second row with the creativity oracle, we are going to ask, how best can I begin to tap this energy? Then in the third row with the Soul's Journey deck, we're going to ask, what would help to acknowledge and release at this time? Then we're going to ask what else Source would like to share with us. We're going to do that with a Moon Timing card, a Starseed card, and then we're going to roll the astrology dice to see where else you might look in your own chart to glean even more nuggets from there. So let's begin and start with the first row here and ask the question, in what area of life is my fullest creative vibration at this time? The Exorcist. Light attributes, freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. Shadow attributes, fear of facing your own demons. Interesting card for a Capricorn to get, because you just so know, every Capricorn I know is just so strong and grounded and just knows where they're going and how to get there. You really do have that cardinal attribute astrologically of seeing the big picture and understanding exactly what needs to happen and how to get there from here. You know, you think of the mountain goat and just the sure-footedness of how to traverse any kind of terrain that might be in front of you. So to think about that and freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses may also suggest that when you've got something in mind, you go for it. Just get out of the way. It's a possibility. So, but it's interesting that your energy, your fullest creative vibration right now is about you and freeing yourself and possibly others of destructive impulses. So, maybe you have that sense of that needing to move in a different direction. Just a balance needs to be put into place so that you have that in your pockets. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what this is. Queen of Pentacles. Oh wow, actually Capricorn, this is your card in the tarot. You are the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got prosperity, well-being, freedom. Nice. Take it. Yes, very, very good. Freedom. Freeing yourself. Looking for prosperity and well-being. What you hold value. What's your value? How much do you value your well-being? How much freedom do you give yourself? Are you so driven that you set aside some of those freedoms in order to perform the way you want to, or the way you're expected of, or it would look to me that you are questioning that very thing. Clearly, you know yourself very well. So it's not that. Perhaps you're just at this moment realizing that that's something that can always be revisited and looked at from a different perspective. Being a queen, you know how to do this. You're very busy. You know how to juggle the balls. You know how to do the best for everyone, including yourself. But maybe you need to be reminded of that from time to time. Maybe you're so busy that you forget, or you may just be in need of being reminded that oftentimes it's a distraction, being so busy, that you don't have to stop and really smell the muck and mire of which all of those beautiful blossoms are coming forth from, right? It's that fodder, that juicy gookiness that is what we really, really need to look for. And once you understand where all the goop is, oh, so good. That's where you find your true freedom, and where you will find an abundance of well-being. All right, well, let's see what the cards of truth have. Queen of Spades. Love it. Like I said, queen energy here. Very, very big queen energy. So the Queen of Diamonds is like the one to get it done. And so is the Queen of Spades. She'll do it with absolutely zero bullshit. She just puts her big boots on, comes in, and gets the job done with confidence and just no ifs, ands, or buts. She just lays it out and gets the job done. And you could actually be a Queen of Spades and a Capricorn. I would love it if that's the case. Please let me know if it is. Even better that you get that. Being a Capricorn, having your tarot card here, that would just be the ultimate loveliness for me as a reader. So please let me know. All right. So yeah, I mean, queens get it done. So here you are, getting it done. But is it at a detriment, or are you forgetting about your well-being and having that ability to free yourself of having your nose to the grindstone just that little bit too much? Sure looks like it. So let's take a look here. Got the heart, which is lovely. This is a commitment. It brings romance and joy and fulfillment. It's lovely. And it's all about serenity and just having the quiet aptitude of listening to your heart and knowing yourself so well that you can love yourself. And that is really where you need to start. Because you can't help other people until you help yourself. You know that. You know that, but it needed to be said. All right, so let's move on to the second row. and find out how best you could begin to tap into this energy. A new start. Okay, it kind of looks like you're ready for that. Sometimes we must realize that what we have done needs to be discarded and we must make a new start. Well, that is kind of what you do, Capricorn, with being the Devil card. You are to sift through. That's what you're here for. What works, what doesn't work, what you are self-medicating with, in not necessarily alcohol or drugs, but in whatever it is that you placate or you tell yourself it's a treat. But in reality, it's that twisted, it's not really a treat, it's a diversion from doing what you really, really, really need to do. Okay, let's keep that in mind, because a new start would definitely, we need to keep the idea of a new start. Okay, all right, so I'm only going to say you've got a Cupid here, you've got a heart over here, yeah, you got a beautiful butterfly, and you are about ready to get the inspiration of a new way of looking at things, way of taking care of yourself, a new perspective on what that really means to feel the freedom to do what you need to do for you. Four of Cups in reverse. These are my 60-year-old Rider-Waite-Smith cards, so they're going to look a little well-loved. Yeah. This is interesting because this card is not being fully satisfied. And having that be in reverse may mean that you're not fully aware that you're feeling a little like something lacking. Something's not quite to the perfection that you would like it to be. And I suspect that that is draining on your well-being, your mental and physical, spiritual, taking care of yourself, well-being. That you're feeling a lot of pressure with all this Queen energy, knowing your personality, having that strength of character to that cardinal view of knowing what needs to be done and having all of the tools that need it to be done, and you just jump in and do it yourself. But maybe you're doing it to your own detriment, right? All right. Let's see what this is. So you've got the Five of Spades. This is in the upright position. This is trial and error. This is getting it done. Again, spades, spiritual well-being, physical, mental well-being, that you have to have the physical and mental well-being to get to the spiritual well-being. You need that grounded place that where you are taking care of yourself in order to be able to release the need of all that doing in order to just let go and let that voice of your daimon come through, your spirit guides, your helpers, so that you can tune an ear in that direction, knowing that you are thriving in your well-being. So really getting the message of the well-being here, of physical and mental well-being, overworked and to the point of stressing yourself. So let's take a look at that. And the fives are about eliminating. This is working it through, discarding what's not working, trying something new. It's busy, it's work, it is, but it's at your own pace. It's not asking you to do anything more than what you need to do. Little bit, little bit. It is taking care of yourself in the taking care of yourself. All right. And you got the mice. So the mice to me in this reading is saying that don't let your ambition steal your well-being. It's something that you're doing within yourself. You are practicing that balance of the devil, knowing what's good for you and what's not good for you, being fully aware of what you're doing in both. That in order to understand how you self-soothe, how you give yourself a hug, what you do, it could be things like sugar addiction, or it could be needing to have the house in a perfection, everything in its place. It could be, anything that you do to excess, right? That is what you tell yourself that you're doing for you, when in reality, in that twisted, lovely, twisted business that gives you so much information, you understand why you're doing it. You understand how it's distracting you from doing what really needs to get done. What is really needing to get done, having that hard, honest, truthful look at yourself. You're capable, no doubt about that. But for whatever reasons why you are overdoing and not taking care of yourself, that is where you need to look at that need. What is that serving? All right, let's move on to the last row here and ask the question, what would help to acknowledge and to release at this time? Well, you got the health card, so I think I'm on the right track here with your well-being. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. It may not even be you behind all of this really physical challenging issues here for your health. It may be beyond your capabilities or beyond your control as to what you're dealing with right now. But you will figure it out. You do know how to face your fears and your own demons. Clearly, you would not be in this queen's position if you didn't. You are of a higher vibe than you know. You've got your heart in it. You know exactly that whatever this is that has you performing double time will hopefully be about at its end, and you'll get that new start. I'm just going to leave this right side up because that Cupid and the butterfly is really telling you that it's coming. It's coming. I know you're tired, and it's coming. You're going to get the rest you need. You're going to sort through what it is that, how to tweak it to serve you better. You got the Empress. Oh, I'm so happy to see this card here. She is here to help you do the best for you. It's fertility. It's wealth. It is whatever you put this heart into, you are going to get. This is what you'll reap. She is here to give this to you. All right, all you got to do is ask with gratitude. Thank you. Thank you, Daimon, for bringing me this change, this new start, this way of being that is going to really speak to me and my heart of hearts, that I will get what I need, that I am getting. It's on its way. What I need, I have it. It's mine. All I have to do is express a thank you and gratefulness that you are bringing it to me. It's done. You've already set it in motion. Just hearing these words, just speaking them, allows that energy to begin the roll. It's coming. It's done. It's on its way. The genie is out of the bottle. It's yours. Thank you. And you got the 5 of diamonds. This time it's in reverse. So, yeah, the 5 of diamonds is, you know, that trial and error, just the same as any 5. But being in reverse like this is also just letting you know that there will be some struggle within. That is your card, your devil card. You got to find that balance, darling. It is going to teach you, as in the 5s, through the trial and error of thinking it, realizing it, giving it the kind of attention that it deserves to understand the dark and light, and incorporate that into your soul being to be so truthful, so honest with your process of sorting through what's good for you, what's not good for you, where you might be hiding those truths, to take that kind of look. When you do, holy mackerel, the Empress is here to give you all of it. Your daimon is telling you all you need to do is stop and smell the roses. Just take a little bit, just as soon as you possibly can. It's coming. All you got to do is ask for it gratefully. Oh, and be your own best friend. Here it is, the dog card. Oh, I love that. That is absolutely beautiful. You taking care of you. Just beautiful. Okay, Capricorn, that is pretty wild. What an opportunity you have here to reach that depth of knowing yourself so honestly, so truthfully. Oh, that you are going to look at it with these queens. I mean, my God, they are, like I said, no bullshit. They are top notch, get it done, clear, 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 clear. Oh, just beautiful. All right, so let's move on and see what the timing of this is going to look like. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Perhaps this is with yourself or with your creativity. Very nice. Get a new romance with a new you. Transcendence. Oh, that's a lovely card to get. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. Now, isn't that the perfect message? Beautiful. All right, let's see what the dice have to say. Where else to look? Okay, 6th house. That is how you're serving others. All right, and we have Taurus. That is your creature comforts. And we have the North Node, where you are to go exploring. So you can find that in your chart very easily. And to see where it is, you should be taking a look-see into your shadow attributes as well as the light attributes and finding that honest conversation with yourself about your creature comforts. Any shadow sides of that? Are you ensconced yourself in velvet on the couch with can't help but think of the Seinfeld episode with George and under the blankets eating a sandwich, having sex, and living in velvet. It's just too funny. And the 6th house, how that's serving you, serving others. Absolutely beautiful. This is so up your alley to take on. I love it. And you'll make a lot less work for yourself. You'll have a much better idea of how to take care of you and your well-being. And my goodness, it's all right there. Just be grateful for what comes and say so. All right. So there's just one more thing that I want to share with you, and that is a note from Pema, who I absolutely love. And let's see what she has for you. Difficult people help us to learn and grow. Jerdif was a renowned spiritual teacher. Gurdjieff, J-U-R-D-J-I-E-F-F. Gurdjieff, maybe. Sorry, caught up in the pronunciation here. Was a renowned spiritual teacher who lived in the early part of the 20th century. There was a man in his community who was really bad-tempered. Nobody could stand this guy because he was so prickly. Every little thing caused him to spin off into a tantrum. Everything irritated him. He complained constantly, so everyone felt the need to tiptoe around him, because anything that might be said could cause him to explode. People just wished that he would go away. Gurdjieff liked to make his students do things that were completely meaningless. One day, there were about 40 people out cutting up a lawn into little pieces and moving it to another place on the grounds. This was too much for this fellow. It was the last straw. He blew up, stormed out, got in his car, and drove off, whereupon there was a spontaneous celebration. People were thrilled, so happy he'd gone. But when they told Jerdif what had happened, he said, "Oh no," and went after him in his car. 3 days later, they both came back. That night, when Jerdif's attendant was serving his supper, he asked, "Sir, why did you bring him back?" Jerdif answered in a very low voice, "You're not going to believe this, and this is just between you and me. You must tell no one. I pay him to stay here." Oh, I love these stories. But difficult people, help us to learn and grow. So there you have it, Capricorn. Whatever irritation it is, there's always a lesson, right? Just on another side note, I remember Pema answering some student who had asked her about her difficult mother and what she should do with her mother being such a difficult person, and how is she supposed to deal with this mother? What was she to do? And Pema's answer was, ask your mother to move in with you. Ay, ay, ay. I guess it's all in how much you can take, right? All right. Well, thank you so much, Capricorn, for listening. And yeah, good luck to you. And as always, happy creating.